Good morning, first graders. Mr. Groom here. I can't wait to get our skills lesson started. Let's start with our song. It's skills time, it's skills time, it's skills time. Let's go. It's skills time, it's skills time, it's skills time. Let's go. Okay, the materials that you will need for this lesson, listen very carefully. You will need your Unit 5 reader, Kate's book. You will also need your Skills Unit 5 student workbook. We will be working starting on page 17.1. If you get those two things ready now, put your first and last name and the date in your skills workbook. The first thing we're going to do is start off with a little bit of review. I want to know what happened in yesterday's story. What happened in that story? If you need to take your reader, please go ahead and get it now. Take some time to review by pausing this video. After you pause it, I want to know what happened in the beginning, in the middle, and at the end with all the characters. You can press pause and go back into the story of your reader now. Welcome back. Go ahead, tell me what happened in the beginning, the middle, and the end. You can pause this video while you're reciting it. Awesome job. Now, we're going to get ready to dive into our readers and read the next story. But before, I want to take a look at some of the words that will be in our readers. First, let's look at the words with the J sound, but the GE spelling. Finger on college. Finger on charge. Now let's move over to the two-syllable words. Take a look. Western, western. Jeepers, jeepers. Extinct, extinct. Now if you move your finger over to the right, you see the tricky words. We'll say it 2 times. Picture, picture. Today, today. Now, my friends, open up to the Bone Man. Once you are on the Bone Man, I want you to notice some of the words. Some of the words are slanted. We call that italics. When you see words in italics, you read with expression. That means you read the way you speak. Expression means you read the way you speak. Now, I'm going to go over some definitions before you start reading. Are you ready? College. The word college means a school where a person can take classes. Tests. Tests are a set of questions or experiments to find out about something. T-Rex is short for Tyrannosaurus Rex, a dinosaur. Sweet. Sweet is a word that means awesome. Here are some sayings and phrases that you will find in your story. Look at me. I was from Mars. That means somebody is saying something ridiculous. Jeepers. That's something that somebody says when they are surprised. Now I have some questions for you to answer. When I ask you a question, I want you to pause the video, think, say your answer, and then press play again. When I ask you a question, I want you to pause the video, think, say your answer, and then press play again. First question. Who is the narrator telling the story? Who is the narrator telling this story? Pause and think. Second question. Jack told Kate that he was in charge of the bone. What does this mean, and what did Kate do? Jack told Kate that he was in charge of the bone. What does this mean, and what did Kate do? Pause and think. Question number 3. What does it mean that Ron Finch is an expert on bones? What does it mean that Ron Finch is an expert on bones? Pause the video, think of your answer, and then say it. Number 4. What did the bone man do when he saw Kate and Max's bone? What did the bone man do when he saw Kate and Max's bone? Pause and think. Number 5. Why do you think Max looked at Katie like she was from Mars? Why do you think that Max looked at Katie like she was from Mars? Pause and think. If you said Max couldn't believe that Kate didn't know about the T-Rex, you were right. Last question. The Bone Man said that the T-Rex is extinct. What do you think extinct means? The Bone Man said that the T-Rex is extinct. What do you think extinct means? Pause and think. If you said extinct means once living and no longer alive, you were right. Great job. Now let's get ready to answer some questions in our Skills Unit 5 student workbook, page 17.1. Do the front and the back of 17.1. Answer all the questions. Use your text evidence. Now we will move into the next portion of our skills lesson. We will be practicing writing. Let's take a look at the writing process. Plan, draft, edit. Say it. Plan, draft, edit. Say it. Plan, draft, edit. Plan. Think about what you're going to write. Draft. Write what you were thinking about. And edit. Reread your work to catch your own mistakes. Hey, my friends, let's focus on the planning part for today. But before we plan, on our page, we need to think of a few questions. Number 1, did you enjoy the book? Number 2, which part did you like the most? And number 3, if you did not enjoy the book, which parts did you like the least? You may pause the video and think about these questions. Do you like the book? Which part did you like the most? If you did not like the book, what part did you like the least? Awesome. You must be ready to plan now. In this portion of the lesson, we're going to open up to 17.2 in your Unit 5 skills book, and we are going to take a stand and start planning our opinion writing. Number 1, it says take a stand on Kate's book. That means tell us if you like it or not. I like Kate's book. I don't like Kate's book. I am not sure if I like Kate's book. If you put your finger on the second row, they ask us to describe Kate's book. So tell us what Kate's book is about. Who are the characters? Where does it take place? What are some of the problems in this story? If you put your finger on the next row, we want one reason why you like this book or why you don't like this book. If you thought about this before, it will be easy. Now put your finger on the next row. We want to know the second reason of why you like this book why you don't like this book. Or even if you're not sure, tell us why. If you put your finger on the last row, you end with a zinger. A zinger is a special sentence that will keep somebody thinking about everything you wrote. A zinger could be, this book is amazing. Or, this book should never be read again. Something that backs up your opinion and lets people remember the last words you had. Take some time to fill in this planning chart. That way, we can have everything we need to draft. Take your time and pause the video. Wow, you were able to plan an opinion paragraph. That is outstanding for a first grader. Give me an air high five, please. Boom, another one. Boom, another one. Boom, another one. Boom. All right, let's bring it back. Now, it's time to move on to plan, draft, edit. After the plan, it's time to draft. Exactly. Now, you will turn to 17.3. You will use your planning page on 17.2 to go ahead and write one big paragraph on 17.3. The starting sentence of your paragraph, you take your stand. So you indent by putting a fist right before you start writing, and then you go ahead and take your stand. Do you like the book or do you not like the book? Are you still unsure? The second sentence of your paragraph, you should describe Kate's book. You should be using the linking word because. I like this book because blah, blah, blah. Then the last sentence of your opinion paragraph is your ending sentence. You should let your reader know that you are finishing your paragraph. Use your zinger to end your paragraph. And at the end, sign your paragraph so people know who wrote it. You're going to take your planning page on 17.2 and go ahead and write a complete paragraph on 17.3. This is the draft portion of our writing process. After your work is complete, you may upload it onto Class Dojo so all of your teachers can see. Anything you wrote down during this lesson should be uploaded on Class Dojo. Don't forget to indent. Make that big meatball space before you start your paragraph. And don't forget your capital letters and punctuation. Good luck. If you are having trouble starting your beautiful paragraph, I want you to remember some phrases that you can use to start. How about the best book ever is? Or I like, or I do not like. Or this book is fun because. Or this book is fantastic because. These are all different phrases you can use to start that beautiful paragraph right now.